Lil Baby is in a world of trouble. This new information that just got released almost guarantees Lil Baby is gonna end the year in a jail cell. It's over with, bro. This news come a year after what I think is fair to say, Lil Baby doing any and everything he can do to stay out of jail. Lil Baby has been proactive ever since he been seen the Atlanta DA's picking up every rapper and every gang on a RICO charge, bruh. Lil Baby heard them folks was giving out RICO charges like Halloween candy, and he decided he was gonna try to trick the white man or outsmart him. And his way of avoiding a RICO charge from Lil Baby's perspective, right? He was going to change the name of his label from 4PF, because 4PF is a gang. So he thinks that because he changes his label name, that would make all the investigation, all the charges attaching him to this gang go away.
4PF to glass ceiling, and obviously this
Glass window,
and it's obviously can't be with. Why? What's the difference? What is? I'm sure I don't know if you've ever spoken on that.
right?
Change.
Can't be with. It's just a way of life.
Right.
It's not a label. It's not a nothing. It's not a nothing. It's a way of life. You know what I'm saying? If you on your shit, like you can't. I mean, girls say they can't be with everybody. It's just that's just that way of life. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And of course, 4 Pockets Full had to come to an end. You know what I'm saying?
When you say of course, I mean, why you say of course?
Because all the shit be going on and shit. And I had to start learning that like other people's actions I could be held accountable for.
Right.
I ain't know all that at first. You know what I'm saying? I never would have went that route, but I ain't know. You know what I'm saying? Now that I know, I'd be a fool to just keep the same thing going. You know what I'm saying? They trying to make something out of something that it ain't.
Right.
Like, if I got any kind of control of, hey, we're gonna switch that whole thing up.
These Negroes don't learn, bro. When will you learn? You cannot outsmart the white man, bro. No, bro. You can't do it, bro. They done dealt with 1,000 Negroes like you before. You think these people aren't prepared for you changing the name? You think it's that easy? You think you can magically change a gang name and then like that erases all the criminal activities done under that gang? You think that's the baby? Baby, let me introduce you to a word that you didn't know that could have probably saved you the trouble of this entire rebranding, okay? There's a word called FKA, baby. All right? Here's the word, okay? It's called FKA, right? FKA stands for formerly known as, okay? When that indictment hits, it's gonna say CBFW, FKA 4PF. I don't understand why y'all think y'all can outsmart the white man. You know how to avoid the white man charges, bruh. Don't do crime. And this should go without saying. Don't make millions of dollars and still believe you have something to prove to the streets. Because Lil Baby having that mindset is why Lil Baby is currently in the situation he's currently in. Lil Baby is currently in a world of trouble because Lil Baby thought it was a good idea to go to the ops territory to record a music video. A multimillionaire who could have recorded a music video at $1 million facility. He could have gotten the best director in the world and filmed a high quality music video. No, Lil Baby, a multimillionaire, thought he had something to prove to the streets. So he went back to his ops neighborhood he had no business in to film a music video. Obviously, that resulted in violence and people getting shot.
To a developing story, Atlanta police are investigating after someone started shooting on the set of a music video. The shooting happened in northwest part of the city, and it took place while rapper Lil Baby was close by. 11 Alive's Bobeth Yates is live for us from APD headquarters with more on this investigation. Bobeth, you know, if you hear a big rapper like Lil Baby shooting a video, it's going to be a big scene.
That's exactly right. And the residents we spoke to this morning say they were so excited to see Grammy Award winning Lil Baby. But they say that excitement really quickly turned into fear when what they believe was a drive-by shooting occurred. And now Atlanta PD is investigating.
That happened, it was just too much for me.
Residents in the Dixie Hills neighborhood say Tuesday's shooting on Verbranda Street that occurred on the set of a music video featuring popular Atlanta rapper Lil Baby has them on edge.
We just heard pow, 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 and that thing over, da-da-da-da-da-da, and we grabbed the kids, and everybody was just running. It was a whole bunch of chaos.
The Atlanta Police Department's Violent Crime Unit is now investigating the incident that left 3 people shot.
This was already tragic enough, but once you find out the age of these victims, it just becomes even more gut-wrenching, man. Two of the victims, Lamont Freeman on the left, was turning 14 the following week. Jack Bodie Davis just turned 13 years old on the right. He was only 13 years old for 27 minutes. They killed him on his birthday. The other victim was 11 years old. They're in critical condition. Their identity is unknown. Obviously, they're 11. The no accountability egos would probably say, Lil Baby ain't do nothing wrong. He ain't shoot dumb kids. He just filming a music video. Yo, it's a free country. I can't go to that neighborhood. But anybody with a brain will look at the optics and obviously walk away with, this is nasty behavior and is wrong. Look at the optics. Multi-millionaire rolling through a neighborhood in his Lamborghinis, in his bulletproof trucks with his 1,000 security guards, making sure he's safe, filming a music video in a neighborhood he has no business being in, knowing well beforehand him being there is gonna cause violence, putting the life of every resident in that neighborhood at risk, putting the life of two 13-year-olds and an 11-year-old at risk, all for whatever type of street credibility or street favor you believe you're gonna get from the public for doing this. And this multimillionaire drove off untouched in his bulletproof vehicle and his 1,000 security guards, while two 13-year-olds got killed and an 11-year-old is fighting for his life. Those are the optics, and I'm saying there's something wrong with that picture. It doesn't matter what I think, though. I'm a nobody. You know who opinion really matters here? The Atlanta Police Department Chief of Police, because he is out here tripping, and he is assigning blame directly to Lil Baby for the loss of these two young lives.
Lamont Freeman was allowed to be a 13-year-old for 27 minutes before gang violence ultimately took his life. Gang violence that was orchestrated by adults in our city, and cowardly acts of an Atlanta-based rapper that decided to go over into a rival gang stronghold and shoot a music video in a place that he knew he should not have been. And in the subsequent days, we saw homicides and shootings, and ultimately the deaths of two children as a result of his cowardly actions. And you know who you are. And I tell you that this team will work relentlessly to hold you and the persons that you are affiliated with responsible for those actions.
As a gang-affiliated rapper, especially in Atlanta, those are words you never want to hear from a police officer's mouth. We are working day and night relentlessly to hold you and those that you are affiliated with accountable. That's like the most direct. We're gonna put a RICO on you without saying we're gonna put a RICO on you. That's baby, bro. Bro, start buying that plane ticket to Bali, bro. Don't be like Lil Durk, who you wait the night they're coming for you to try to hop on a plane to escape. No, buy that plane ticket to Bali tonight, bro, or to Dubai, and leave today, bro. You're gonna go to jail, bro. It's inevitable. It's happening. You're gonna go to jail, bro. Now, they're not saying that Lil Baby himself is gonna get picked up and arrested for this particular murder or these two murders. No, they're saying, baby, you're now on our radar, right? We now know what you and your crew is out here doing, right? We now know what you guys are up to. We are now investigating you guys and looking deeper into your daily operation because you did something wacky with that video shoot that killed two kids. That's what they're saying. Because the people who were ultimately arrested for this murder were Lil Baby ops, Goodfellas, right? 7 members from Goodfellas was arrested for the 2 murders of these 2 kids.
Ultimately, they're components of this investigation that led back to a prison in the state of Georgia where an illegal phone, a contraband phone, was used to orchestrate these acts. There was a hit called by a high-ranking gang member on the opposite side of that opposing rapper's gang. And I'll tell you today, that gang was Goodfellas. Goodfellas Criminal Street Gang being one of the most hyper-violent gangs in the city of Atlanta. And we will pursue you relentlessly in making sure that we keep this city safe and suppressing violence throughout our city. And lastly, I'll say, as Major Malecki indicated, there is still a $50,000 reward that is on the table for additional information in relationship.
Now, here's where it gets really grim, really terrible, really bad for Lil Baby and his prospects of being a free man for much longer. You see, the Goodfellas, right, his ops, they were arrested. 7 were arrested. Now, they were not, all 7 ain't do this drive-by shooting, no. But the 7 was arrested and they was charged with a RICO.
Authorities say a high-ranking member of the Goodfellas gang who was incarcerated orchestrated the attack using a smuggled cell phone. Following those instructions, the suspects opened fire at an apartment complex where the 3 young teens were gathered to celebrate Freeman's birthday. Police say they weren't the targets.
These kids were innocent victims. So when we talk about the gang involvement, these 2 13-year-olds and this 11-year-old, they didn't have a gang involvement.
Those arrested were identified as Keontae Sanders, Richard Hollis, Reginald Thomas, DeKeithion Mobley, Marcus Crawford, Tradon Crawford, and Ali Caldwell. The final 2 were arrested Tuesday. Police had some tough talk for those responsible.
Here's the rule of thumb for RICO charges, and this is how you can probably easily predict which rapper is going to get a RICO charge next or where the RICO charges is going next. Here's the rule of thumb. If they know what your ops did to you, then they know what you did to the ops. So if the police arrested your ops for victimizing you and crimes of violence committed against you and your crew, then the police know why those crimes of violence happened. The police know what the retaliation is for. And the police know what you guys did to them that caused them to retaliate against you. Meaning, if they know what they did to you, they know what you did to them. And it's just a matter of time before they pick you up too. With the YFN and YSL. When YFN Lucci got arrested for the RICO and they was listing everything they did to YSL, it was just a matter of time before they grabbed YSL because they know what YSL did to them as well. So in the case of Lil Baby, when they picked up Goodfellas, the paperwork dropped. In the paperwork, the police detailed all the retaliation shootings that took place because of Goodfellas coming up and shooting up Lil Baby's music video. They stated after the incident at the video shoot, a series of linked aggravated assaults and homicides took place in the following weeks between the 2 gangs. After the incident, OMF members on the 2500 block of Center Street, several miles north, were targeted and an innocent victim was murdered, which led to back-to-back retaliatory shootings between the gangs, according to the warrant. On June 29th, OMF member Trevante Turner was killed at the location on Peyton Place in southwest Atlanta, which police said is OMF territory. Police learned Turner's death led to multiple OMF members congregating through social media and wireless devices on plans to retaliate for the death of Turner against 4PF members. At this point, it's not even if Lil Baby is being arrested, it's when. The police is listed in grave detail all the retaliations that took place, all the homicides committed by 4PF members, all the aggravated assaults, all the drive-bys, in retaliation for Lil Baby music video being shot up. And you know how a RICO works, right? The person at the top of the food chain, even though you ain't commit any violence, you're also being picked up as well. And if we look at the paperwork for Trevante Turner, the OMF member who was killed in retaliation for Lil Baby music video being shot up, if we look at that paperwork, Lil Baby's name is all throughout that paperwork, bruh. In the police report, it reads, the death of Turner was found to be a result of violent conflicts that had been taking place in the preceding weeks between the various allied groups that laid claims to the west side of Atlanta, including Goodfellas, criminal gangs, and Four Pocket Full 4PF. All right, it goes, both gangs are known to have a historical conflict. However, the violent acts against individuals in each gangs were reignited on May 14, 2024, when the leader of 4PF rapper Dominique Lil Baby chose to shoot a music video in the Dixie Hills neighborhood of Atlanta. The choice to shoot a video in Dixie Hills was problematic. Lil Baby name is throughout here, bruh. They also list Lil Baby. If we scroll down, right, at the very bottom, it says 3 people were shot during the incident, and the gang's leader, Dominic Lil Baby Jones, was almost struck by gunfire. Lil Baby is being listed as the gang leader of 4PF. So no, it don't matter if Lil Baby was the one who committed these acts of violence. It doesn't matter if Lil Baby has never picked up a gun. It doesn't matter, no. No, bruh. They are listing him as the gang leader. So when they come and pick up 4PF, Lil Baby is being picked up, bruh. So after reading and hearing all of this, don't these words now, mean a whole lot more to you?
And I tell you that this team will work relentlessly to hold you and the persons that you are affiliated with responsible for those actions.
Pray for Lil Baby, bruh. It ain't looking good, man. Pray for Lil Baby, because honestly, it's unfortunate, bruh. Lil Baby is somebody who has made strides to do better. He has made strides to sort of distance himself from the gang violence. But unfortunately, man, if you're a part of it, that's your crew, those are your guys, and they're doing acts of retaliation on behalf of you, it's too little too late, bruh. They already got you cornered. And changing the name of your crew or your label is not gonna stop the inevitable. Let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think about this, bruh? All right, what do you guys think, okay? Click on this video right here to find out why black women all across Twitter are celebrating the death of this man because he did this. I'm gonna see you guys in this video. I'm out of here, folks. Peace.